Do you know what this building is? No? Yeah, I didn't think so. It is Sunflower Army Ammunition Plant. It was a smokeless powder and propellant manufacturing facility that was established in 1942. The plant was very important and unique as it is one of 6 smokeless powder plants constructed during World War II. Now, I want you to go back with me on time to World War II, where many good, intense things were happening, such as Rommel, Hitler, Churchill, Patton, and Stalingrad. The US was not fully involved in the war until the event that pushed us fully into the war happened on December 7, 1941, when Japanese pilots attacked the American naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii.
Interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air, President Roosevelt has just announced. The attack also was made on all naval and military activities on the principal island of Oahu.
The sunflower plant ammunition was a lifesaver to the United States. It provided enough ammunition for the United States to fight in the war and also help its allies.
Well, during World War II, again, you're producing arms, not just for the United States during the war, but also for its allies. It basically supplied Britain after the initial first few years of the war and everything. And so America was, FDR called it the arsenal of democracy.
Having enough resources to get involved in World War II was not very easy for the United States, as the country just got out of a depression.
I know they started doing things during the war to sort of jump production, taxing people more so the government has more money to spend. But during a war, the government basically runs everything in every society it takes over, and it sort of jump-started the economy artificially that way because you're producing weapons. There were people who still had it. The Depression didn't wipe out the United States the way, say, it wiped out Germany financially.
It was owned by the Department of Army. It was a smokeless powder and propellant manufacturing facility that was established in 1942. Sunflower Army Ammunition Plant is located near the Kansas River, about 3 miles south of Sotot.
Because it is in the center of the country, that's usually a good place when you want to store munitions to send everywhere.
The women's role in World War II was very crucial. By 1944, women made up a third of the civilian labor force in addition to the 350,000 who were serving in the military. And the type of women who were working has changed as well. Married women in their 30s outnumbered single women in the workforce. Most of the workers in the sunflower plant ammunition were women.
A lot of them went to work in war plants and war factories. They're more famous for working in aircraft factories. It was not socially acceptable very much, but there were women who worked outside their families. But the social ideal was that they would be at home.
Now, the facility has been abandoned. The facility that was once the lifesaver of the U.S. is now an abandoned establishment.
There's not much there. There are not many buildings. There are a few low buildings. There are single-story buildings that are locked. There's sheds of some sort. It's just wasteland, that's all. There are no crops growing on it.
There are many stories about the facility being haunted.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I am a believer in spiritual things. Even in a completely non-religious sense, things can be sort of, our psyches can be haunted by the memories of wars. I mean, wars are scarring things.
Sunflower Ammunition Plant was a great facility that was once very significant to the army. Unfortunately, right now there are plans to shut down the facility for environmental cleanup, development in Johnson County, and to link Johnson County with Lawrence.